And we're live. Welcome back to another episode of the Keep It Pushing podcast. Today we got the homie in the building, Beejay. How are you doing, dude? Hell yeah. Hit that thing again, dude. Yeah, just fucking spam it right now. Just hell yeah. How are you, bro?
I'm very good.
Dude, thanks for coming out, man. I appreciate you taking the time to come chat with us, bro.
Absolutely.
We had a good talk at the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, we like a lot of the same shit. You know what I mean? Like movies and shit and just, but you said you were, what do you do for work again?
I work in production for commercials.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Is there any like big shit that you've done that's been crazy?
I did, the biggest thing was probably a Super Bowl commercial.
Oh, wow.
About I think it was a year ago.
How much effort goes into one of those things, bro?
There's a lot of money and a lot of people involved.
What would you say price tag? How much do you think it would cost?
Oh, like a few million at least.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because the names that were involved, like there was Jack Harlow was involved, Missy Elliott was involved, Elton John in England. I didn't go to England.
Oh, what was the brand?
Doritos.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And those are known for being like the best shit.
Yeah.
Like those Dorito commercials. Like, remember, what was that kid's name that was like, don't touch my mama, don't touch my Doritos. You know what I mean?
They're always funny and they're always outrageous.
Yeah, you look forward to it on Super Bowl. Like, that's the only time where you don't mind the commercial, bro. You're like, fuck yeah, I'm in for the commercials. But that's crazy, bro. Like, I wonder, you remember when Kanye did that one commercial for the Super Bowl?
The McDonald's one?
No, where he was talking shit like people were spending millions of dollars, and I recorded this commercial with it was like on his phone. You remember that shit, dude? Yeah.
Is that the most recent one, or is that
I believe that was last year, bro, if I'm not mistaken. And then at the end, he just put like yay.com.
Yeah.
Yes.
I always remember this one with I think it was Paris Hilton where she did like Carl's Jr.
Oh,
but at the time it was.
But
like
she was
way
doing a
too
lot
sexual.
of those.
Yeah.
Remember she was eating the burger.
Yeah. I just remember it being a big deal at the time.
Yeah, bro.
And my mom had like a conversation about like, you know, like, hey, like I get it. Like, you know, like we're just like it was funny.
You know,
and they don't do those anymore. They don't do those Carl's Jr.'s anymore.
No,
go for the West.
Remember Kim Kardashian was in them?
Yeah.
She had like the first salad. I think.
Yeah.
That was probably the first salad commercial you've ever seen.
You know which one was cool? The dog, the Yo Quiero Taco Bell. Remember the little chihuahua? Dude, that shit was legit, dude.
I used to have the little, you would put batteries on it, and then it would like, you push the button, and it would always say, Yo Quiero Taco Bell. Around,
Did you go to school for like how did that pan out for you?
So I went around, did different jobs, restaurants, and had an office job for like a couple of years. And then in that office job, COVID happened. Oh. And the only reason why I stuck to the job was because everyone else lost their jobs. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, fuck, I better
keep my job.
Exactly. I shouldn't lose this. But eventually I was like, I hate this. And my boss was a dick. And I took a trip up north. And then I realized I want to do production. And I had a homie who's a grip.
What does that mean?
So a grip are basically the people that move all the heavy equipment around in order to get the lighting set up.
Oh, wow.
Because there's like a lot of heavy equipment.
Yeah.
They got to move around, and especially for the camera, they got to set up the camera on like a dolly is what it's called, which moves the camera. And
what are
like
those
that.
cameras called, bro? Those big ass.
Those are like when they're doing this.
Yeah.
I think steady cams.
Steady cams. Okay.
I think they're called a steady cam.
And they shoot in what, 4K, I'm assuming?
They could shoot, yeah.
Oh, is there 8K and shit as well?
I think.
Oh, wow. Sure. Wow, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm not too sure about cameras.
Yeah.
I should know more about cameras.
Are you more in the audio side of things?
I'm more on the getting people paid side of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
the
that's
accounting,
dope.
the planning.
That's dope.
Stuff
and
like
I
that.
bet for something like that, it's like strenuous because, like, bro, how many people? You know
It's
what I mean?
a lot of people.
Yeah.
This last one I just worked on was for United Airlines, and there was, I want to say at least 100 people.
Wow.
On that shit. Yeah.
And do you get to pull up to the sets and like watch shit go down? Damn, that's dope, bro.
What's nice about where I'm at right now is that when they're shooting, I really don't have much work.
Okay.
So a shoot day for the United Airlines was 2 days. Yeah. And those 2 days, I really don't have much to do because I did all the weeks before prepping and stuff like that. So now everyone's here, everyone's
ready
working.
to go. Got a
I'm
job.
good.
Yeah.
So I can like sneak on and just
that's dope.
check out who the talent is or check out what the director's doing. Just
What's the
kinda
most
watch.
memorable name that you've kind of been in the same room with?
I mean, Matthew McConaughey,
bro,
Jack
that's-
Harlow.
I love that you
good.
said that first.
Yeah,
Are you
good.
into his films, bro?
I love Matthew McConaughey.
Okay,
yeah.
dope. Because I'm real. I like.
Go on. Yeah.
Just
No, but
gotta
I
keep
fuck with
living,
Matthew
baby.
McConaughey.
Yeah,
heavy. I really admired him for that role in the Dallas.
Dallas Buyers Club,
Oh my god!
which there is on
haven't watched.
Netflix. I'm
Yeah.
seeing it super advertised on
Yeah,
Netflix. and
bro,
stuff.
have
I
you
haven't
seen?
watched it. No,
Wow,
I'm the worst, dude. We told you. Like I haven't watched any movie.
What a film, bro!
It
The
is a
fact that he
crazy
got
movie.
that skinny, bro. He weighed like 90 pounds. In the
Yeah.
movie.
Oh,
So the movie,
for
for
real?
people that don't know, is about this guy that gets AIDS, and then correct me if I'm wrong too, because I watched it years ago, BJ. But
Yep.
this guy
You're on the right path.
Yeah, he gets AIDS, and then where I'm not sure if it's like the city that he's in or just the place that he's at. Like the AIDS medication isn't like accessible. So
Yeah.
you have to go through like the black market to get it, right?
Yeah.
And then he gets involved in that, and yeah, it's just crazy, bro. And I think he starts selling the drug himself, doesn't he? If I'm not,
I think so. I think he gets.
in the hotel room. I remember he had like a
Yeah.
little setup.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
he gets it from Mexico or something like
Yeah,
that, and
yeah.
then he's. I think he's dealing with the cartel. I haven't seen it in a while.
This
either.
Yeah, I
sounds
haven't
like
seen
my
it in a
kind
while.
of movie.
Dude, it's really good, bro. It's really good.
But what was important, like right before he, I think, or when he gets AIDS, then everyone's like talking shit about him. They're like,
Yeah.
how'd you get AIDS?
Yeah,
You're gay
yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah,
Stuff like
you're
that
gay
because
is
they're
the
in
thing.
Texas and
yeah,
they're like,
yeah. Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It
so
was
there's
in
like a lot
Texas.
of discomfort.
so that's why it's not.
Yeah. So it was tough for him. Yeah. So the Dallas Buyers Club, it's in Texas. Yeah.
I need to watch this.
Bro,
I
it's
need to watch
really
this.
good. It's
It
really
is good. I might rewatch it now.
Yeah. Honestly,
Dude,
I haven't
he's
seen
so
it in
good,
years,
though.
bro.
Like I just saw Wolf of Wall Street. Just
Yeah.
playing in the background.
I've watched that movie like 5 times. Like,
Yeah, no, I've watched it. By
Yeah,
the way,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just I was just watching it with like background noise.
Yeah.
But just those, what is it, like 10, 15 minutes that he's in the movie?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fucking
He's awesome.
fantastic.
Yeah.
He sells it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tutski. Yeah. No, he's good. And he was the rom-com guy for a long time. And I'm
Failure to Launch.
And fire.
Another good one.
Yeah.
Fire. Dude, and I'm a big rom-com fan.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oddly enough.
I like
Me
him too.
Like
No,
I
that's-
really enjoy a good
Yeah.
rom-com. What would you say
A
is your
good,
favorite?
A good chick flick.
Both questions. What's your favorite?
You go first,
Name
then I'll
me top 3 rom-coms.
Ooh.
And you
Well,
can
we asked
honestly-
the not movie guy.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
I feel
True.
bad.
Let's start with you. Let's
Yeah.
start with you. What's your top 3 rom-coms?
Number one for me probably is Hitch. I
Okay.
love
Wow,
Hitch.
That's a
I
good one.
love
That's a
Hitch.
good one. That's one I forget about. That's out there. That's
Hitch,
really good.
It's funny. Will Smith is a great lead.
Yeah.
Eva Mendes is hot as fuck.
Yeah, Evan Mendes.
Kevin James.
Yeah. It's
hilarious.
Kevin James. Yeah.
Fat slapstick dude.
That's one. Give me
Yeah.
2 more.
Gosh.
And if you need time, I got one.
Okay.
And I want to
Yeah,
debate
that's-
if it's considered a rom-com. It's I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Is that a rom-com?
Ooh, that's
Is that a
good
rom-com
one.
technically? Technically.
Yes, I think
Would we
Yeah.
classify it
Yeah,
as that?
but-
You know what I mean?
Adam Sandler does rom-coms.
Yeah,
he does
yeah.
do rom-coms.
50 First Dates
Oh,
is
that-
up there for
that
me.
was
50
mine.
First Dates is up there.
That's
That was
up
mine.
there. That's
That was
up there.
mine.
Yeah. So I'll go that.
Well, no, mine was gonna be 50 First Dates.
50
I
First
fucking
Dates.
love it.
Yeah. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry was fire. So what's your second? You got one?
I mean, 50 First Dates is up there.
Yeah, it's up there.
I can't think of like a top, but all the Adam Sandler rom-coms are good. Mr. Deeds I saw recently, and
Yeah.
I couldn't stop watching it.
Fire.
you were
Happy
forgetting-
Gilmore too, by the way.
Oh,
I'm
that's
looking
on the
forward
way.
to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
They put out have you seen they put out like a thing of him doing? I don't know. The trailer's not out though, is it?
They did like a small teaser, like Travis Kelce's in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's right. But yeah, and I see that him and Shooter meet again. Like he pulls. Oh, that's right. I did see it. He pulls up on Shooter,
Yeah.
and he's like, yeah. So that looks cool. I don't know if you've seen She's Out of My League. Have you seen that one?
I have not.
That's a good one.
That's the dude, skinny dude.
Yeah.
In the This Is the End.
Yes.
Jay Baruchel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good. Another one. Go ahead.
Juno.
That's very
Oh,
good.
Juno was
I was gonna throw Knocked Up in the mix.
Yeah,
Up is great.
Knocked Up is a solid one. Knocked
Remember-
Up, actually,
Remember when he's doing the bitch, shake your ass down, and he's doing the dice way too much.
Yeah.
I was thinking of one right now. I'm trying to bring it back, trying to reel it in. Come back to me. Come back.
All right, I'll come back to you. Yeah, but rom-coms are my shit. What would be? So is that your favorite?
I think Hitch is my favorite, and it's
Okay.
tough because we're kind of like bordering. Because Knocked Up, I feel like is more like a stoner comedy. you know?
Okay,
Yeah?
fair.
You get what I'm
fair.
saying?
So you put it in the same universe as like Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
Is it She's the Man?
Oh, with Amanda Bynes. Yeah.
I love that one.
That was a good one.
Yeah, you would count it.
It's
Yeah. That would count. Yeah. Yeah, you would put that in the stoner in the late night film.
I would put Knocked Up in a stoner comedy.
Yeah,
because they're getting high. They're talking about like putting it's all about them more so. Like the friends are like the funniest part of.
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
Where it's like.
It's such a true, like when the bros, like one of the bros.
And he's like, what does he tell him about that maple leaf or the thing he has tatted? He's like, is that like an area for people to come? That shit was good, dude.
Or the stuffed animal, like whenever you shit in my toilet.
Oh, yeah.
Or no, don't shave your pubes in my toilet and put the
Your
hairs
shit looks
there.
like a stuffed animal. Yeah, that shit's good, man. But genre-wise, is rom-com your number one?
Genre-wise, I think... I don't know, man. I think just great movies. Like I love Goodfellas, but I love No Country for Old Men.
Oh my God.
I just like all time great.
Yeah,
good shit. Yeah,
like I feel like Hitch is an all time good rom com. You know?
Yeah.
I can watch rom coms, but I've seen so many shitty rom coms.
Same.
Very easy to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's easy to fuck up. Yeah.
Much like horror movies in a way.
I'm glad you said that because that was gonna be my next literal thing. Because my next favorite genre under that would be horror, bro.
Yeah.
I fucking love a good horror film.
I do enjoy horror movies.
I don't like the ghosty exorcism-y shit. You know what I mean?
Is that too much for you?
That's too much.
It just gets too real.
And yeah. And if you go to Catholic church and stuff,
It's
and like
true.
you know, you're just like, it's a little strange, you know.
Maybe I like living life on the edge. Maybe that's why.
Right?
Maybe because I do enjoy. I think it has to have that thing because
That
like
thing, okay.
you're not gonna stop the devil. Like
Yeah.
you know?
That's
you can
like
stop someone with a knife.
Yeah. And that's my favorite type. I like a good
Slasher.
slasher. Yeah,
They're great.
Slashers are my shit, dude.
They're great.
Like I recently saw, what's the name of that, man? It's the girl in a college, and she gets happy. I know. Happy something day. Happy.
Like where it repeats.
Yeah,
right?
where it repeats.
Yeah.
That one was really
look it
good,
up?
bro. That one
Yeah.
surprised me. Yeah, look it up.
Happy Death Day.
Happy Death Day.
Death Day.
That's the name. That's the name for sure. Happy Death Day. That was good, bro.
Yeah.
I really like that. Like I like corny shit sometimes.
I do
you know?
too.
It depends on the genre. I like corny shit.
Did you like Thanksgiving?
No.
Did you watch Thanksgiving?
Okay, I'm glad you mentioned it because I saw the opening. I was at home chilling with the family, so it was like maybe not the ideal thing to throw on, but like
Definitely not.
But we saw like the first maybe 5 minutes of it, and I was like, maybe I'll watch this in the room later on.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
It hits the fucking ceiling immediately.
Immediately, dude, when
people start dying. And
The girl's hair gets caught in the shopping cart. I was like, no. So I've literally only seen those 5 minutes. Is it good?
it's good.
It's
It's
good.
good. If you like the corny stuff.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
It came out maybe a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And the dude who did it is he did like Hostel. He's like tight with Tarantino.
Wow.
He loves the corny.
I didn't know
horror
that
genre.
part of it. Wow,
Yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Green Inferno. Have you seen that one?
No.
That one's crazy too. That one's about these college students that go to Peru to see some what would you call it? Some tribe that hasn't been connected to the modern world.
Okay.
And they like want to, I don't know, study them or something like that. They end up going there and they start getting eaten and fucking
wow.
tortured and stuff
By
like
the
that.
tribal people.
By the tribal
Oh
people.
wow, Green
Yeah.
Inferno.
Green
Okay,
Inferno.
I'm gonna have
It's
to check that shit out.
Corny as fuck.
Because
well.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. You know, when it's like, because my stepdad, he really liked like shit from the 80s. Like he was big into like the Toxic Avenger and like just corny old fucking 80 movies, you know?
Yeah.
So he would throw a lot of those. So I got to appreciate a
Absolutely.
corny movie. And then at the time, there was a video store that we would rent from. And this dude, he would go in and, oh, dude, I miss a good video store.
good
Bro.
video
We'll go into
store,
that.
bro?
We'll go into that. But this dude that he would rent to, he got to know him so well that he'd be like, dude, let me get these 3 DVDs and like I'll pay you on my paycheck type thing, you know? So
yeah.
he started showing him love. So he started getting all these DVDs and he would burn them shits, you know?
yeah.
So even if he wouldn't watch it right now, he would burn it, you know?
Yeah.
So bro,
But he would have the connection.
yeah.
that guy
So
there,
so
that's
you
cool.
you remember those
bro.
fat, bro? I used to have fat stacks of
Walls, like
DVDs,
walls of
dude.
DVDs,
DVD, but he also had a lot of movie VHSs and old
Sure.
shit from like the 80s. Now he still has it, but
I love that.
yeah, bro, that corny fucking type shit, like really.
I love that fandom.
Yeah,
and it's
bro.
very specific because I feel like it really. Sometimes when you go with someone who doesn't go to movies and watches a movie like
Yeah.
that, they're like
They don't
like,
get it.
They don't get it.
They don't get it.
And it takes time
Yeah.
to do it. Like for example, my girlfriend.
Yeah.
I took her to watch Thanksgiving, and I think she thought it was going to be like a serious horror movie.
Yeah.
And then people started laughing, like when the girl's
hair comes out and shit,
because she gets scalped or whatever.
Yeah,
you
know what it is. You know what it is.
Because on what would you say? Like on paper or on surface, it looks like a bad movie. It's like this is a terrible movie.
Yeah,
but it knows itself. I think it's got a sense of awareness, which is what
it's good because it's bad type deal. Like you got to appreciate it for it.
Like
being
Fast
bad.
and Furious, I think is a good example of. Like it's so over the top, but it knows it's over the top.
Careful.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
You know what though?
Are you a fan?
You know what? I personally,
I like it.
I love and protect the first three.
Okay.
Oh,
You get me?
I would even say the one right
Love and
after
protect the first three.
right after Tokyo Drift, where it was like, what's that shit? It was just called Fast and Furious, I think.
It's their first time coming back.
I like those four in between there. And then when they started, I haven't watched in a long time. I didn't watch the Rock spinoff with Jason Statham.
No, I haven't seen the
You know what? I lied. One time it was on at the barber shop, and I watched maybe 30 minutes of it.
I watched like the fight scene.
And they were like, one was in a helicopter and shooting him this way, and the other one was in the top of a parking complex.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's too much. It's too much. But yeah, those first four, great.
Gold.
But side note, because I want to ask you, have you watched Terrifier?
I have.
Is it good?
I can't get into it.
Okay.
I've tried the first, and I think I watched the whole first, kind of fell asleep.
Yeah.
It's just a little boring, and I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not into it that much.
Okay.
Maybe I should try it again, but
Yeah. We briefly touched. You mentioned like Tarantino and shit like that.
Yeah.
Who would you name to, dude? This guy. Tell me the story. How you had virgin eyes, and we watched like all fucking 16 movies in like a month.
Bro.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We talked about that.
I didn't know where you were going with that. My bad.
Virgin eyes.
I was like, wait a minute.
Dude, because Tarantino's a fucking experience.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
I didn't know like who Tarantino was up until the pandemic.
It's
Straight
crazy.
up. Like I didn't know who directed Kill Bill. I just thought Kill Bill was like. I didn't
But
know
you
what Kill
watched
Bill
his
was.
movies.
No, I didn't know. Like I remember when they came out and like when people were going crazy over them. But
So you'd never seen a Tarantino movie
Never.
up
until like 2020.
and it was like
That's
the
crazy.
Quarantine.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
Quarantine. The only place I would go was Jesse's apartment. Like we would fucking just be kicking it.
It started in the garage at that time though, in Hacienda Heights. Remember?
Yeah. And FedEx. Because we would just go to his house, smoke hella weed, and fucking just watch movies.
Yeah.
Love
and
that.
he would just put me on because I'm so behind.
Mm-hmm.
And dude,
What's the
like,
first one you watched?
I don't remember.
I don't either. I wanna say
It's a good question though.
That's a great question. I want to say it was either
Maybe Django.
I want to say it was either Django.
It's a good start.
Or
That's a great start.
phenomenal.
That gets you into it immediately.
or it
'cause
was
it's
Hateful
new.
Eight.
Hateful Eight.
Okay.
The
Still
extended
alright.
version.
That's alright.
Fucking.
The extended version on Netflix.
Yeah,
it's
it was like an
4
hour
parts.
each episode.
If
type
you
shit.
like Hateful Eight off the jump, you're gonna like all his movies. I feel.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Hateful Eight, I feel like is kind of slept on for a lot of people when it comes to
Yeah,
Tarantino.
it's a Tarantino
Django's like
films.
a comfort film for me.
I think Django might be my favorite.
Yeah.
Favorite
Dude, that
Tarantino
shit-
film? Okay.
That shit is
I know
fucking dope.
it's just ballsy. It's
Yeah,
ballsy.
it's
as
so good.
fuck.
It's
And
so good.
and it's such a good story. Like at the end, I'm like, this is so sweet. Like
Yeah.
he's like,
He
she
rides
makes
off
him do that and
Yeah.
everything when
Yeah.
it blows up. I've watched clips of that ending so many times.
Have you
'cause I
seen
love
that where Jamie Foxx tells a story where he's like he comes in and he's like Jamie Foxx wasn't nailing the part and he's like you're coming in here with your fucking Louis Vuitton bag. He's a fucking slave.
Yeah.
He tells him he's like what the fuck are you doing type thing, you know?
Jamie Foxx has had some great interviews about that film.
Yeah.
Like even talking about how Leonardo was struggling to like say the
word.
N-word.
Yeah,
and
say
shit,
the
word.
like,
Yeah.
and he was like,
Yeah.
bro, like
You've got to.
you got to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or no, I think it was Samuel L.
Yeah.
It was something like that.
No, it
like-
might have been Leonardo. I
Yeah.
think you were on the money with
Yeah.
Leonardo.
There is a Samuel L. Jackson interview that I saw recently where he was trying to make some white dude interviewer who was talking about the N-word.
Oh, he's like, say it.
Yeah.
Say it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I was like, oh my God.
whoa.
Yeah.
But the guy was an asshole, so I mean, he kind of deserved
Yeah.
that
Deserve that
level
vibe.
of aggression from
Yeah. So Hateful Eight, you said
Django.
Django, your favorite.
It's definitely in my top 3.
That,
Okay. You can give me top 3
Yeah.
quick. Okay. What's your top 3 Tarantinos? Fuck, I love Tarantino. too.
Yeah. Top 3. Okay, Django,
Mhm.
Reservoir Dogs, and I like Jackie Brown a lot.
Oh,
I guess I like the
that's
sleeper.
that's
That's
out
a
of,
curveball.
that's out of
It's a
that.
sleeper in there.
Because I would say that's like on my least favorite for
Yeah.
him. Yeah. Well, who was your favorite?
Django.
Uh-huh.
Inglourious Bastards.
It's a beautiful one.
And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I really like that one.
That one is
good.
slowly sneaking up there.
Dude,
that one is really
bro,
it
good.
was just so like I love the storytelling and
Yeah.
like how it tied everything into like the Manson family and then
how nothing happened for the whole film, and then at the end you get like this random burst of just violence. What I mean, like nothing happens.
Yes.
Like no, you see, there's no violence. There's nothing going on.
There's a lot
you know?
of buildup. It was a lot of buildup.
And it was like based on
True,
like,
yeah,
what
actual
if
events.
these events didn't happen?
Yeah.
You know, because like that's like crazy.
bro. Yeah.
And then what I think is awesome is that it's like much like, and I'm probably bringing up another topic, but much like how GNX is a love letter to LA, I feel like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a love letter to LA.
Yeah.
That's a good
beautiful.
way to put it.
Facts.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your three.
Yeah.
Inglourious,
Django.
Django, and
Once Upon a Time.
Once Upon a Time.
sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Reservoir Dogs, Inglourious, and then I'm gonna throw Kill Bill in the mix, bro.
You've got to.
I really like.
We need
Bill.
a Kill Bill in
I
there.
really like
the
Kill
fact
Bill.
that we didn't name
bro.
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill is fucking, and I'm gonna count both of them as one because that's what they like technically are.
Bro,
you know what I
it's
mean?
such a good film.
Yeah. Is there smoke coming from? Pause real quick. Is there smoke coming from somewhere?
That could be.
Oh, okay. Cool. We can cut this. We can cut this. All right.
It's good. It's a part of it.
Yeah. But that's gonna
Kill
be
Bill 1 feels like a Godfather, feels like a
Bro.
No Country for Old Men, feels like a Pulp Fiction kind of, where it's like you can reference so much from Kill Bill 1.
Yeah,
you know what I
dude.
mean? Because
Yeah.
it was such an impactful movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kill Bill was. You know what I just recently watched too was Boondock Saints, bro.
Oh, yes.
Bro.
Another
Oh, I haven't seen that.
good.
I thought you were talking about I thought you were talking about Boondocks.
Boondock. No, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Which I just got into, by the way.
Oh, really?
Like 2 years ago, I started watching it. A year ago. I started watching it.
So you haven't finished?
It's the last season. I don't know.
I feel like they get better.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The very last one
The very last one might
is
maybe.
I can't get into, but the
Okay.
first three I finished all the way through.
Wow, isn't it amazing?
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's an awesome show.
Bro, it's hilarious.
Hilarious.
Do you like adult animation?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, what?
You were talking about Rick and Morty. I want to
love
see the
Rick-
Rick and Morty grinder.
Oh,
didn't get to see
that's
it.
right here somewhere.
Yeah. I love Rick and Morty.
Dude, I love
Bro,
Rick and Morty.
That's a great fucking.
Yeah.
That's a great show.
Yeah, my favorite one that I was been thinking about getting tattooed for a long time, but I eventually landed on Peter from Family Guy. But Family Guy is my favorite.
Family
fucking-
Guy's great.
bro. It's
That's
so
probably
funny.
our generation's initiation to adult animation. I think.
Yeah,
because I
Robot
think Simpsons
Chicken.
was a little too old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I still love Simpsons.
I
watched
love the
first
Simpsons.
several
See,
seasons.
I haven't watched the later stuff. I tried just yesterday and I couldn't get into
not the
it.
same.
No,
It's not as, like-
Marge's voice, I think, changed as well.
They
and
don't
it was-
push the envelope as much as I feel like they used to.
But what I was gonna say is they've always kind of been watered down adult animation, where it's like,
Okay,
there's
yeah.
adult stuff in there, but it's still like, you know what I mean? As to where Family Guy like really pushed the. I mean, South Park was like the one that pushed the
South
envelope
Park
the
is
most.
awesome, too.
But if we're talking about like that, like Cartoon Networky, like thing, like I would say Family Guy definitely pushed the envelope the most. Robot Chicken as well, though,
Yeah.
pushed the envelope.
I got
for
that
sure.
I got into that pretty late, probably like
Pretty-
when I was
okay.
like 18. Maybe.
Wow, nice. Yeah, very good, bro.
Yeah.
Very
over,
good.
over the summer, I started loving getting high and watching King of the Hill.
Oh, dude, that was
King of
good.
the Hill's
King of the
great.
Hill
was
was
awesome.
good. That going down, that shit was that shit used to be fun. I remember getting home from
The
school
Sun's
and
my
turning.
favorite.
Yeah.
The Sun.
That-
Dude,
Yeah.
2 or
Bobby.
3 days ago, I watched the clip where Bobby, he's like, warm laundry. And then he takes off all his clothes and he slips into it. And then his dad's like, that boy is
there's
there's something wrong with it already. This early in the morning, something's wrong with it.
Man, that show was fantastic, bro. All those shows, Family Guy, that Robot Chicken was the shit, man. I feel like, and I wanted to start the interview this way, but I'm glad we ended up here. I feel like they haven't made anything quality in a while, bro.
For adult animation?
Not
or-
only adult animation, but just like film in general, bro. Like,
I think about that a lot.
yeah.
And I think it's because there's so much stuff that and back then it would probably be every like 4 or 5 months you'd see something good.
Yeah.
And I think there's just so much stuff where it's still like 4 or 5 months, but it feels so long
Yeah.
that something good has come out.
Yeah, bro. Like
Honora was really good.
Oh, that's
I think I told you about it.
Yes,
when we were at the-
yes. That was good.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna have
very
to
good.
tune in. What is that about again?
It is a movie. It's kind of an Oscar favorite.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's about a stripper that marries.
Stop right there. I'm in.
Off the bat, you're gonna enjoy it because they start with all that stuff early.
Yeah.
It's a stripper who marries a young Russian dude. He's like 22 or something like that. Who's the son of a Russian oligarch, who's like a son of a billionaire, basically.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they get married like 2 weeks into meeting, or like a month into meeting.
Yeah.
And then everything goes like right after they get married. That's when it's like shit's gonna happen because his family didn't know, and
they're obviously not okay with it. Type
exactly.
deal. Yeah.
And everything goes crazy. And it's in New York. It's awesome.
And they're
movie
a
in New
powerful
York.
family, I'm assuming. So shit comes into play. Okay.
Exactly.
Dope. I'm in.
Very good.
I'm in.
Very
I
good.
watched this movie. Fuck, dude. Man, I hate that. I hate when I remember the movie but don't remember the name. You know what I mean? But it was this girl in LA who was doing like credit card scams or something like that.
Is that Aubrey Plaza? Aubrey Plaza's in there? She's in something that I didn't watch, but I saw
it
the
could be Aubrey Plaza.
trailer
Let me
for
look
it.
that name up first. Aubrey Plaza. Yes, you're fuck. Yes,
You're good.
You're good. You're good, dude. It is her, but let me look up what movie. Scam film.
It was a little too much for me just because
Emily the Criminal.
Emily the Criminal.
Emily. It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
That one was good. Yeah, because it was just like some. It was like some corny LA shit. You know what I mean? Like. Okay, we could say waist deep is kind of corny LA shit.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
That came to mind when I was thinking about corny LA shit.
Yeah.
It is way over the top.
Way over the top. And I don't believe Tyrese. Respect to Tyrese, but I don't believe that he has this in him.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, the game played a good fucking villain.
He did.
in that
He
one.
had the wide eye and shit.
Yeah,
that
cut some
helped.
dude's arm off. and
Yeah,
shit.
remember? Yeah, he played a good. They tried to do a Belly 2 with the game in it.
No, didn't.
Not
I
for
haven't
me.
seen Belly 2.
Not for me. Have you seen Belly 1?
Belly that's not Tupac, right?
No, that's DMX and
DMX.
Nas.
Belly is
Oh,
the.
has a
They're
great
like drug
intro.
dealer
Oh,
in
no, I
like
haven't
Jamaica.
seen it.
Yeah, the Wild White intro.
Oh,
you haven't
dude.
seen?
You
You
have
have
Wait,
to.
no.
I almost wanna show
Maybe
you
I
the-
have.
You have to.
Is that the?
And then they're vibing with the wide eyes and
Is
shit.
that
And they're all,
the?
What's that song?
I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's that.
that just that opening scene's
It's
fucking
fire.
That
hard.
movie's awesome.
That movie's good.
That's Nas and
DMX. And DMX. Yeah.
I think I only know DMX as an actor. I don't know his music too well. I know his big songs,
Wow.
but I don't know his music too well.
Respect though, because he was a really good actor. Like,
Yeah.
he killed.
Belly's great.
Yeah. What's that movie he did with Jet Li?
What is that movie?
Fuck. What's that movie? he did? Romeo Must Die. Was that the one?
Romeo Must
Oh
Die.
yeah. That was the one. And then he did that other one. Remember with the all black cover and he had like the pistols on him. It was like a him. He was like a John Wick in that one. It's like- But anyways, he had good shit, man. That deal. New Jack City. Have you seen New Jack City?
I have not. I've heard of that
Chris
movie.
Rock's in that Pookie.
Yeah, Pookie.
That's a
Pookie's in it.
heavily referenced movie.
That was really
New
good.
Jack City is really good.
Yeah.
really good.
I gotta
really
check
good.
it out.
Go ahead.
Go
No, go.
No, I was just saying like that. What's his name? Was it Wesley Snipes, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He did fucking dope
In New Jack
movie.
City?
Yeah, Nino. Yeah.
Nino Brown. That's
Nino
it.
Brown.
Yeah.
Come
What's
on,
the premise of it?
So it's about this drug lord that eventually gets to take over this apartment complex, and he has this apartment complex running like Amazon, but just all in house. They got a shipping department. They got the dude you see at. No, you know what? I'll say like a supermarket.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because they got their flavors.
tight.
It's a tight ship. You know,
Very
but,
tight ship. Very tight
but
ship.
things start to fall through the cracks. And it's the typical friend betrays them.
Okay.
Yeah. So you rewind real quick. Favorite mob movie, Godfather. I've seen you mention that.
Favorite mob movie?
Scarface for me. I'm Cuban though. So.
Maybe Goodfellas. For me.
Goodfellas.
I love Goodfellas.
Fucking Casino's a
Yeah.
good one for me too.
God, that's a
Casino's
tough
fucking good.
movie. Casino's fucking great.
Yeah, I like a good 3-hour mob joint.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro.
That's the only way to do
Yeah.
those.
They
you
need
know?
an intermission though.
Yeah, they
I
do.
think, and I think they're starting with it. This new movie, The Brutalist. I haven't seen it, but I hear it's really good. They have an
Oh,
intermission.
it's out. It's a mob
It's
movie
on
as well.
theaters. It's not a mob movie. It's just like a 3-hour-long movie
Okay.
that has an intermission.
Yeah.
That's dope.
You
That's
need it.
dope.
You
I
need
think
it.
you need it.
With our
Snack
attention
break.
spans.
I heard
yeah,
Pacino.
something.
Or
Restroom.
no, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I heard De Niro's doing a mob movie.
Yes.
soon. What is
And
he
it's a little
Scorsese.
hilarious because he's.
Huh?
I don't
Is
think
it
it's
Scorsese?
I don't think it's Scorsese.
I don't think it's
no,
Scorsese,
But
no.
he's what is it? Frank Vito or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But he's playing both. Like I think he's playing the detective and the
Oh
mob dude.
wow,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
That's huge.
A little ridiculous. You see the trailer, and you're like, "This is a little ridiculous," but
Yeah.
maybe it could be good.
Maybe.
Speaking of somebody doing two things, you guys see? Is it Michael B. Jordan?
Oh yeah,
that he just
In
did. He's doing a movie
that
where
like
he's the twins.
vampire. Oh okay.
I don't want to say it's like a horror movie or scary movie or anything like that, but
Mm-hmm.
he plays like two twins, almost like Tom Hardy's.
I was gonna say, I'm like Norbit.
Where one's kind of like has a loose screw and then the other one's like
That's cool.
or something like that. I know it's like crazy. Like
Tom Hardy's a really good actor, by the way.
Mm.
I really enjoyed. I do
Yeah.
fuck with Tom Hardy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoy Tom Hardy.
Tom
movies.
Hardy's all time.
Yeah, man. Hopefully some better shit comes out. I've noticed that in the current climate, series seem to do better than movies, like in regards to like. But it's
I
cool.
totally agree.
I feel like it's just some movies are just rushed and they're just trying to put them out, you know? Because the series there's like character development and
Exactly.
there's shit that goes into.
And there's
it.
a lot of bad series too.
Yeah.
Anything Netflix comes out with is, I think, really bad. I can't think of the last
Really?
good Netflix series I watched.
Wow.
There were some good ones, but I don't.
There were some good ones. There were some good ones.
Like-
I didn't. Go ahead.
House of Cards is what I saw they were kind of pushing recently.
I
Not to
haven't.
bring up
I
a
don't think.
pedophile.
I don't think I've seen that. I've seen. I didn't like the one with the twins too much. What was this?
My bad. Squid Game 2. Did you guys like
liked it.
Yeah.
Good convo.
I wasn't.
Good convo because we haven't spoken about this yet.
Oh, we haven't, bro.
Yeah,
we haven't really
this is
like
great.
talked
This is
about
great.
Squid.
This is great.
Why didn't you like it?
I thought
And then I'll go into.
I fell
mine.
asleep in the middle, to be honest. But
Okay.
I felt like they were just doing a lot of talking, and there wasn't much.
How do you watch
going
it, by
on.
the way?
I watch it intently. I'll watch it like on, and I was watching it.
I'm saying, are you listening to it with
Subtitles.
Subtitles, good.
Yeah,
good,
subtitles.
Good man.
English subtitles. And yeah, I don't know. I guess it just when I did hear a second season was going to come out, it didn't feel like a series that needed a second season.
Okay.
I don't think, because it ended good. It started good. You were following the main dude. The main dude had a whole story and ended and everything, and it was a little fucked up. But they just kind of repeated it, is what it felt like. I think.
Yeah, they're coming out with a third season also.
my God.
Yeah.
Oh well, they have to, right?
They
'Cause
have
the way
to.
it ended.
The way it ended, but. The first one, if it would have just ended with him leaving, cool, you can end it. They left it open for interpretation, I think, on purpose.
Yeah.
Because when he turns around and does that whole shit, it's like, if this flops, we don't have to do another one. If it does well, then shit, we can always bring. And they had I'm sure they did not anticipate it would be like the most watched show on Netflix history,
probably
you
not.
know? So, yeah.
Because that first season is great.
Oh,
first season.
fantastic.
That first season,
Fantastic. The characters you get to. That's why I've been watching a lot of anime. I don't know if you watch anime. Are you?
I do not.
Okay, yeah, but I've been watching a lot of anime because the character development is insane.
That's
bro.
what I hear.
And you get to fall in love with the character, and then it hurts if something bad happens to him, you know. But that's why it's with Squid Games. They did a very nice job. They developed all the characters in the first season. You fell in love with them, you know, the girl that had to die, and everybody. You know, you even kind of liked the old man towards the end. You know what I mean? This one, I didn't. I wasn't a big fan of, and I'll tell you why. Because I didn't like the fact that I already knew who the villain was the whole time.
Yeah.
You know, it was one of those like it didn't need to be said. Like that's
Yeah.
clearly the bad guy. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I didn't like that. I didn't. And it felt like they rushed it, and I don't know. It felt like. Like, you know, they say, I heard, what's the small dude, Peter Dinklage? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dinklage.
So, Dinklage. So he talks about Game of Thrones and how early on it was so gritty and like the actors were so hungry and like everybody just. So I feel like it's obviously harder to like follow up the first one, right?
Yeah.
But like when Game of Thrones, like the first 4, all the seasons were good to me, but like the first 4 were like gold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just don't think Squid Games has that in it, you know, where it's like you were one and done, you know, and I didn't like it.
Are you a Game of Thrones person?
I've only seen the first season. Yeah. I know. I gotta check out the rest of it.
Dude, it's the
Eddard
best
Stark
show.
died. I didn't like that he died. And I was like,
You know what?
That's
He was
what
my
everybody
favorite
thinks.
character.
That's fair. If you haven't watched
Yeah.
it, sorry for the spoiler, but that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's enough to
At
piss
that.
me off.
Yeah.
You know what though? I will say,
Now they
like,
did 'em.
we'll go back to what we were just talking about. But for me, it was really hard after the Red Wedding.
Really?
Because it's like I really believed in him.
But isn't the
I
War
really
of the
believed
Bastards
in-
after the Red Wedding? Yeah.
The Red Weddings were.
Homie dies
He
because
gets killed.
Yeah, he gets killed.
I
But
wanted the King of the North, the true King of the North.
His son. Right?
Angel was cheating.
No, dude. Yeah, man. So
I want to watch it just to watch Joffrey because I hear Joffrey's like the greatest villain of all time.
He's
So
really
I
He
want
makes you want to rip him through the fucking
Yeah.
screen.
I want to watch it for that.
Yeah. No, really good. But yeah, I think series are doing a lot better these days
Absolutely.
than movies, bro.
I just rewatched White Lotus. White Lotus is awesome.
I haven't seen that.
watched it.
I haven't seen that.
White Lotus is my favorite at this moment that's active.
Really?
I think White Lotus is my favorite. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't think of another active series that I enjoy as much as that one.
Really?
Right now. Yeah.
Really? Do you have you done the like snowfalls and
I have not done Snowfall.
No power.
I've heard of it. No power.
No power. Ooh, there's a whole universe. Skip.
Got the interview.
Oh, is it all together? Is it the same
No,
creators?
no.
Oh, okay.
But it's like people say that there's the Marvel universe and then there's like people call it the Power universe.
Bro, 50 Cent knows what the fuck he's
Dude,
doing.
50 Cent
Oh,
knows.
is it they're 50%?
No,
50 Cent
Snowfall
production?
Unit
isn't.
Productions.
Snowfall
Not
isn't, not Snowfall, but Power, BMF's really good.
Okay. Is BMF The Rock? No.
The
No,
Rock?
no, no.
No,
Is
no,
The Rock in that? No. Who stars in BMF?
it's like a mob fucking
Okay.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
A famous dude?
Big Meech?
It's like some a mobster's son
Okay.
that stars in it. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
like, and it's the series is portrayed about his dad and like how he came up and shit like that. But that one's really good. Power, you can watch just Power.
I like the
Power's
actors.
good.
I like the
Right?
girl. Taraji P. Henson's
Yeah,
awesome.
awesome.
Terrence Howard. Is
Awesome.
he in it throughout the
that's-
whole thing?
That's,
No, that's Empire.
Oh, Empire.
Yes.
Power and Empire are very similar.
And they were fighting at that one point. Remember, they were beefing to see who was going to be better. And Empire was winning the first couple seasons.
until
and then,
Homeboy.
Yeah, and then Power just came and shit on it. But
What's his name?
Damn, really?
Jesse, is it Jesse Smollett?
Jussie
The one
Smollett.
that staged that whole thing.
He stars in Power?
He's
No,
no
Empire.
Empire.
Oh, Empire.
And I think that
Empire-
kind of hurt it.
yeah,
That
because
kinda hurt it.
it
That hurt
really
it.
hurt it.
That really hurt it because Empire was really good,
Bro,
dude. I
they were-
really liked
yeah.
Empire.
So did they kill him off because of that, or
I-
what happened to him in the?
I don't remember. I didn't watch that far. I only watched
Okay.
like a season or two. But I'd recommend Snowfall, bro.
Okay,
Oh,
I've heard of
God.
Snowfall.
The
LA
main
is
actor's
fun.
British and he does an LA accent like none other.
Oh damn,
Really good.
L.A. accent.
Yeah.
Bro,
What's his
it's-
name? What's his name?
His last name is
Lee, bro. He's such a good
bro.
actor.
It's his last name is Elba. Is it Demetrius or is it like?
It's not Idris Elba.
No. That's no.
It's
Idris Elba's another really good actor though.
Yeah.
I really like. Oh,
I'm mad they never did the James Bond movie that they said they wanted.
Yeah,
yeah, that would have been.
That was
good.
rumored heavily that Idris Elba would take over. James
While he
Bond.
looks that up, are you into Marvel by any chance?
Yeah,
you like the
I
Marvel
like.
films?
I don't watch. I mean, I don't. I haven't read the comics really, but
Yeah.
just from
Damson
movies.
Idris, sorry.
Huh?
Damson. Idris.
Damson Idris.
I don't know.
He's really good.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah.
Marvel movies. I only know Marvel movies. I don't really read the comics or anything.
Oh,
like that.
okay. Yeah. The movies. I'm only asking because Doomsday, Robert Downey Jr. That's the next. I believe
well-
it just went into like filming. And
Did you guys see
production
the
and shit.
Fantastic Four?
I did
trailer?
see that.
Dude,
Looked pretty
did you see
sick.
it?
No.
So is he in that?
Goodness, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
They didn't announce like they own. The only thing was at the very end when like they look like they're like hiding from or something's coming at them, but they
Yeah.
don't know if it's Silver Surfer, if it's gonna be.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, they are gonna. It's God damn, what's his fucking name?
But it's not Doom.
Galactus.
Oh,
Galactus
yeah.
comes out. In.
Oh wow.
That's-
That's right. That's
you haven't
right.
seen it, bro?
No, I haven't seen it. Throw it on. While he does that, fuck, I had something. Oh, fuck, I had something. You know what? Just throw it on. I forgot.
Marvel.
Yeah, it was
stuff?
Marvel related. It was Marvel
Doomsday?
related. Doomsday.
Oh, did you see they're trying to bring Jonathan Majors back?
Oh, I saw
that
I saw.
too.
I saw.
Crazy.
I saw.
You
Oh,
were-
go ahead.
No, I was just trying
It
to
was
remember what you
the
were talking-
Penguin, dude,
Oh,
on
okay.
HBO Max. If you haven't watched, have you watched?
Not into it.
Oh, you told me you're not in a Colin fan. So good, dude. It's so good.
For me, the Penguin feels like they're just trying. It feels like they're trying to do Sopranos, but they're not doing it well. Is what the Penguin feels like.
Yeah,
it feels
yeah.
like they're
Okay.
kind of not like I don't know. The writers maybe aren't mobster type people or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just feels like a fake.
Yeah,
Sopranos.
yeah. It is a fictitious, like it's a cart, like
Yeah.
it's, you know, but it's.
But he's supposed to be a mobster,
You know,
right?
yeah, do the whole thing.
I can understand
Athletes.
when they started like doing the deep comparisons to the Sopranos,
Mm.
why you would feel that
Yeah.
way though.
Did you watch Sopranos?
Love Sopranos. Sopranos is probably my favorite TV show of all time.
Yeah.
Sopranos,
It's up there for me.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob's fine.
And Seinfeld are probably
Seinfeld. I've never watched Seinfeld, bro.
Seinfeld's great.
I've never watched Seinfeld. It's good.
I think it's because it was. No, it's very good. But I would watch it over and over and over again with my dad.
Yeah.
Because it was always on from 9 to 10, 2 episodes every night on KTLA or something like that.
Wow, I didn't know this.
So I would watch it on repeat.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say as well. I've heard that The Thing is not well loved right now. This is the character.
I love The Thing.
They don't like how they did the animated thing.
Yeah. The animation on him. Yeah, I've heard it's not ideal.
It doesn't look too bad, but makeup is always good.
Yeah,
you gotta put the effort.
Like I like the thing with the I don't want to say the original Fantastic Four, but the one that we know
with Jessica Alba.
Yeah, Jessica Alba. And,
Chris Evans as the Human
that
Torch.
thing was well done. But
how funny was that? Did you watch Wolverine Deadpool?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Did you watch Wolverine Deadpool?
Yeah, I know. I have.
There's spoilers.
Yeah.
There's spoilers.
Yeah.
I thought that was so funny when they had Chris Evans in as the Human Torch.
Oh,
and then
yeah,
he just dies immediately. And Ryan Reynolds is like, oh my God, Captain America. And then he just fucking.
That was really good. That was really good.
Great setup.
I wasn't a big fan of the Deadpool Wolverine.
It was all right. It was all right.
It was all right. It was like, I tell him I hate when they break the third wall, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like.
Because they do it so much. And you know who did it first? Rick and Morty, I feel.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty did it best, I think. Because I don't know if you've watched Community, which is what the creator of Rick and Morty did as well.
Oh, no.
When he was like on NBC.
It's a separate cartoon.
It's a sitcom.
Oh, it's a sitcom.
It's like
That's not the one with
Joel McHale, the guy from The Soup, is in it.
It looks cool though, the Fantastic Four, by the way. Like I'd watch that for sure.
Yeah.
I don't mind that
Looks
thing.
great.
That thing looks cool.
It looks fun.
Yeah, it looks fine to me. But I've just heard a lot of people
Childish
bashing it.
Gambino.
Childish Gambino's in it. Yeah. Donald Glover.
I've seen
ATL was really good that he did.
Oh, I've only seen half of the. I mean, I seen the first full season and half the second season, and it was cool. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude, I like so many funny ass memories.
Yeah.
He's good. He's really good.
Yeah.
Like, I really do like Childish.
Childish, yeah, he's a good actor, dude.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's the series have been the thing for me. Dude, and I'll just binge. Like, you know what I just saw? The fucking the Jerry Springer.
Oh, I saw that too.
You saw it?
I saw a good portion.
What'd you think?
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
It was crazy,
right, bro. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
not a show that could be. Everyone always says this. It's not a show that could be or a movie that could be done today, but it is not because it is real.
Yeah.
They fucked with people's lives.
With lives,
They fucked
bro.
with people's lives.
And then when they started, like, I'm not started, but when the dude killed his girl and like they saw how like, oh, we're really fucking with people's lives, you know, it's crazy. And like, but it's just, it was literally, people were bashing the show because it was bad and it was like not supposed to be on camera, but it's like, these people exist though. Like, you know what I mean?
It's
like
true.
these people are out there. You know,
They're the
what I'm
ones
saying?
who are calling in and wanting to
and
get on the
wanting
show.
to get on the
They're not
fucking show.
forcing anyone
They're-
technically. So I
Exactly.
mean,
We're just it's basically at the end. And by the way, I should not have been watching this show at all of like 9 years of age.
Oh, if you were homesick from school?
Oh yeah, homesick from
I
that.
didn't watch it
that-
as a
Maury.
kid.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
That and Maury was on
good.
all morning.
By yourself.
I was protected.
Yeah.
My first introduction to the Jerry Springer Show was probably Austin Powers 2.
Oh wow,
Maybe because they do a reference of the KKK episode in
Oh,
Austin
wow.
Powers 2, I think.
Yeah.
Either the second or the third.
And you didn't. You had so you didn't watch this as a. I thought
No.
everybody watched this as a kid.
But I watched Austin Powers 2 as a kid. I was like 10 years old when I
Okay,
watched Austin
okay.
Powers 2.
Maury was my shit. That was my peanut butter.
Were your parents like skeptical to put you on the movies early?
They, not movies, but TV shows, they were weirdly, like Ren and Stimpy we weren't allowed to watch.
Oh,
They didn't want us to watch Ed and Eddie, but we would still watch it.
Ed and Eddie was really good. Really good.
No matter what. Eddie
Malcolm
was
in the
on
Middle.
grind.
Yes, no, maybe.
Dude,
I don't know.
that was another one I recently watched. I would watch here and
Oh,
there as a kid.
you're not the boss of me now. Yeah, but Malcolm in the Middle is fucking good. What were you
Dude,
saying though? What were you saying?
That one was like, I watched it here and there as a kid, but like recently I started just watching it from start to finish. Oh man.
I haven't gotten into it. I need to watch a couple episodes.
Macaulay Culkin. What's his name?
Macaulay Culkin.
Sorry.
I know his name too.
What's
Johnny Banks. is-
Johnny
I know
Banks,
his-
Agent Cody Banks.
Agent Cody Banks.
what's the main character's actual name?
I'm gonna let you do it, and I was gonna, and when you
Frankie
know,
Muniz. Wow.
Yeah, Frankie Muniz.
this is how it was gonna play out. I was gonna let you say it and then act like I knew, but I didn't know the whole time. But yeah, Frankie Muniz,
I don't know
man.
why I thought Macaulay.
Dude, you see Mr.
I mean,
Beans lately?
similar.
Or what's his name? Beans? beans?
I don't know if that.
He's fucking missing his whole. No, that's beans, dude. He's missing his whole top half.
When
He got the top out.
What? You going bald, BJ? You keep it? You keep the sides, or you let it go?
I shave it all off.
Yeah.
And I don't go to Turkey. I won't go to Turkey.
No.
That was crazy. I saw somebody recently do that. They get like hair from the back into the.
I'm not sure how they do that, but it's
they like so they take like it's like a donor hair that you take. So they take it from the back, and they put those in the front. And it's really interesting.
Yeah,
I feel like the hair implants is easier, right? Because they're like take hair here and then put it. It feels like a harder process.
Or like whatever happened to just like you remember the 80s when dudes just had, or like, I don't remember the 80s, but I've seen a lot of 80s shit. Right? When dudes just had like a good wig.
Oh, a good what are they called?
A toupee. Yeah. Like that's clearly pasted on there, player.
Yeah.
But it looked good.
My algorithm on TikTok
have been toupees.
Sometimes like no, it's just like how dudes like hide their fucking receding hairline.
How dudes hide their insecurities.
Like
it happens.
Like fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's the I think when that happens
up and shit.
You're good. You're good.
Oh no, we're chilling here.
One of
my
5.
We're about to sell BJ. Take care, motherfucker.
I'm in a group of 5 dudes.
Whoa, boss.
I have a group chat with 5 friends, and all of them are worried about going bald. One of them is kind of balding right here.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's
and
tough.
he is 29, 28.
Oh.
Yeah.
Want to see that, like,
I'm going to
the
Turkey,
others
dog.
are just always... You going to Turkey?
At 28, 20, I'm 29 now.
Yeah.
If I start to bald before I'm 30, go ahead though.
Maybe they're white people, so maybe that's why. I don't know if it's a white people thing.
Yeah.
Do we know?
Yeah,
Do they bald?
You know what though?
They
I will
thin.
say
they thin.
I will say white dudes don't look bad bald though.
No,
it's like
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, Bruce
Jason
Willis.
Statham.
Jason Statham.
Bruce Willis. I feel so bad.
Vin Diesel.
Did he pass
Vin
away,
Diesel.
right?
That's good.
Wait.
Huh?
Oh no, Bruce Willis is good. I'm pretty sure Bruce Willis.
Yeah, Bruce
I know
Willis
he
is
had
good.
like didn't he have like a memory thing? Like
Wasn't he just on Joe Rogan? No, it was Mel Gibson.
That was Mel Gibson.
That was Mel Gibson.
I think Bruce Willis is good. I don't know.
I want to say he was. I don't want to say it was dementia, but it's something along those lines.
Okay.
Oh, let's go back to bald though. Oh, dude, you know what I've been watching, man? And it's the Balin in Charge, I think her name is.
Okay.
It's like this odd reality show, bro, and only because the bald thing came up. But she has Tourette's, dude, and like it's just documenting her story with Tourette's and shit.
Okay.
And unfortunately, her pain is because she has to live with this every day. Like to us, it's funny because we're watching 45 minutes of it. You know what I mean? But to her, she has to go through this shit every day.
This woman is balding?
No. She has Tourette's.
Oh, okay.
So I'll get to the bald. She has Tourette's, so she just blurts out random shit, bro. Like just does random things. Yeah, like
that's funny. It is funny.
They showed her in an airport, and it was like she was yelling, "I have a gun! I have a gun!"
She's like nervous, bro, and she's just like.
But she explains that when she
But she doesn't have a gun.
No. But
It's
she
like-
explains that when she has those tics, she feels a burning sensation within her body that she can't get out until she says those tics, you know, or whatever's on her mind. So she has a lot of shit. So her whole thing is in the beginning of that episode, there's like a bald camera dude. And she's like, I'm trying not to look over there. And then they ask her why. She's like, because every time I see a bald person, I have to tell them they're bald. And she
Oh
goes,
my God.
so you're bald. You know? And then she's walking into a bowling alley and she sees a bald dude and she's like, oh yeah, you're fucking bald.
No, and in the
I've not heard of this
bro,
show. That sounds
in
hilarious.
the airport, she's
Something to watch with your girlfriend.
She's freaking out, like, you know, like I have a gun, whatever. And there's somebody bald, and she's like, "You're bald, bro."
Yeah, bro.
She's great. She's a trooper, though. Like for real. I like. She's like, as hard as life is, like she just like
She powers
just
through it, and she
yeah.
got famous like off TikTok and shit, and, like
Okay.
documentary and
That's
shit.
good.
Really funny, dude. But
I like Love on the Spectrum a lot. That's a great,
that's a good
that's
one.
an interesting,
That's a good one.
funny,
Yeah.
pulls on your heartstrings show.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's a good
Do you,
show.
do you
man.
dabble into reality TV?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Some just like with the girlfriend.
Yeah.
usually.
All time
All time. I don't
Jersey
know.
Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey
Jersey
Shore.
Shore.
I
It's
mean, it's
probably
like-
it. It's probably it, dude.
Like,
Yeah.
It's probably it.
put their jerseys up in the rap.
Oh yeah, dude. Bro, they set the tone for like that I can't give you a time period in specific. I just know I was in high school, and they set the tone for that whole. They gave culture. Yeah, like,
we were talking about it a lot. I think in high school. I know Connor Tapley was into it. Zach Bart were into
bro, and
it.
then they started buddy. Like people would start doing their shit. You know, GTL,
like, burgers for the boys.
Yeah,
burgers for
T-shirt time.
T-shirt time. I still live by T-shirt time,
bro. Grenades.
Still
that's
level 5 clinger.
Yeah,
you know what
I didn't even know that was from that show. My buddy says that all the time.
Yeah, level 5 clinger, bro. They set the tone. So yeah, I would say that goes up in the rafters. As
GTL. Have you seen where Mike the Situation's talking about like his addictions?
I've seen that
recently or in the show.
Recently, and then he talks about how like GTL was really like time to do drugs for him.
Yeah. Because in between like the G, it was in between.
He was like on perks and shit, right?
It was either between the G and the T or the T and the L. But he would get some drugs.
A little behind the scenes of what he was up to.
And then they said he tells a story where like the cast caught on to him, and like he was running with like mad pills in his pocket, and he had to flush them down the toilet because they were trying to get him off it. And like he said he went through a dark time with that, bro.
Have you guys seen his what would you call it? His bit on the Donald Trump roast? It is the worst.
No,
it is the most embarrassing.
I heard he
watch it, you're like,
I didn't watch it, but I heard he tanked, bro.
It's probably the most cringe thing on TV. I would say it's got to be the most cringe, one of the most cringe things on TV.
Yeah,
it is not good. It is not.
Speaking of roast, you guys watch the Tom Brady one?
Yeah,
that was good. That was good. That was good. They did Tom well. It's hard to do a roast nowadays, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like and touch the subjects. But I have OCD, dude. So I'm all over the place. But
I love it.
I wanted to ask because I'm just gonna say Chappelle's Show, one of my favorite shows of all time. So what would you say is your favorite comedy
show?
Comedy show. Because I've done The Office, but not start to finish. You know, kill me. But I haven't done that from start.
How much have you done The Office? Because I got a pretty hot take on The Office.
So I watch.
Hot take.
I've never watched more than 3 episodes consecutively.
Okay, but do you know what seasons you watched? Or?
No. Like it's just been on, and I'm there, and I'm just tuning. Like, all right, it's cool.
The hot take is just the first 3 seasons is the best of The Office, and then after that, it
dies down.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and then I think once Michael Scott or Steve Carell leaves, it dies down even. I think worse. I think it takes even deeper dive.
He needs his props, dude. Steve Carell's a G, dude. One of my favorite actors.
That character, I think. Yeah, it makes him.
Makes him. And then the 40-year-old virgin, like the fact that he was very uncomfortable doing that movie because he was like a virgin in real life, like not a virgin, but like he just when you see
he's a corny dude in real life.
Yeah, and then he was uncomfortable with a lot of the scenes in the movie and like just didn't want like the Kelly Clarkson, like all that shit. He was uncomfortable with all that shit, bro.
And the waxing was real, I think. Right?
Yeah. So
the waxing part is real.
And they said the Kelly Clarkson line was improvised. Yeah, they kept that in there. Yeah, man, I love that movie, dude. Dude, they for sure as fuck don't make comedies like they used to, and I'll stand by that because remember Old School?
Yeah,
fucking Will Ferrell, Frank the Tank, baby.
Old School's awesome.
Old School's fucking sick. Will Ferrell's also
I saw
another
that
one
the first time recently. Oh, Will Ferrell's.
Hot take: Adam Sandler or Will Ferrell?
Oh, I don't know.
Give it to me.
Who has a better squad?
Oh yeah, they both have. They have
squads, bro. They got fucking they got squads.
Forget the respective squads. Just movie for movie.
As a person, I take Adam Sandler. I feel like you could hang out with Adam Sandler. Will Ferrell, I think, is a little removed from society.
I feel like Will Ferrell, you never know when he's being serious.
Yeah.
Like you saw him at the Kings game when he was just as the elf. Like he was committed to the elf bit.
To the elf bit.
He commits to the bits. Whatever it is, he's fucking.
Apparently, they offered him a bag for Elf 2, and he was like, "Nah." I think he said it either the script wasn't right or it would take away from like the original film. Which
I think that's right.
I wonder if
I love that every time.
When I hear that, I love that.
I wonder if that Step Brothers house made it.
It's good. It's by my house.
Okay, cool.
It's good.
We're talking about Pasadena and all the people that unfortunately lost their home in that area. But the Step Brothers house was in that area. Right?
Yeah. It's on Allen and Midwick. Midwick. If you want to check it out.
Dude, that movie right there.
Okay, so movie for movie. Fuck them as people. Just movie for movie. Adams and shoot out an Adam Sandler movie, and I'll respond with a Will Ferrell joint.
Okay.
Well, let's be real though.
What?
I hit you with Uncut Gems. I don't think Will Ferrell has done an Uncut Gems.
That's another thing. Uncut Gems.
I'm glad you said that, and I'll tell the
Stranger
story.
Than Fiction is good though. Have you watched Stranger Than Fiction?
Yes, I have watched
that.
That gives it a run for its money. Fuck, I want to go into Vince Vaughn now too, but with Uncut Gems, dude, like I can't watch that movie, bro.
Oh yeah, it's a lot.
I've seen it. I love the film. I've seen it multiple times. It's great. But one time I had a crazy night in San Diego. The next day we're coming home and I'm kind of like detoxing and shit, you know, from alcohol and shit. And I watched the movie and I wasn't in the right headspace. Yeah,
absolutely.
And
it's a scary movie,
bro.
It's almost like a horror movie,
bro.
It's basically a horror movie.
I cried.
Yeah.
I won't even like. And I've watched the movie already several times at this point. I never had cried, but it caught me in the right vibe, you know, just like hungover and just chilling. And I'm like, oh, this is insane, bro. You know,
I watched it in theaters with my dad when I was going pretty hard in poker, and it fucked with me because of that.
And I'm okay.
I felt like that was a good segue because I know you want to talk about that.
That's a great segue.
Yes.
And
that movie's a horror movie.
Why did it make you feel that way?
Because I was gambling a lot and I wasn't responsible. I would make a ton of money playing poker. Like I'd make, you know, maybe like 6-8K or something like that. And then I'd go to Vegas and just burn it all and just like.
What would you make? Like what I want to ask by this is like, would you make the money in Cali, like in Cali casinos, and then head
I
to
would
Vegas?
make it in home games in LA.
What is that? What's home games?
So home games are basically poker games that are just, you know, you have a spot to play a poker game.
Okay.
You have a host. It's just like, what would you call it? Like, I don't know, like black market poker in a way.
So have you seen Molly's Game?
Yes, it's exactly
similar?
that.
Okay,
it's exactly that, but not at the stakes of Molly's Game.
Like Tony Soprano's games.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, that's crazy. And do you? And if you're not comfortable, just
I don't mind.
But did you feel like degeneracy within yourself at one point?
Absolutely.
And what did that feel like?
So I feel like it's more so an ego where I will say I am good at poker. And whenever I would do very well, I would be like, holy shit, I'm the best. I can defeat anyone kind of thing. And you can't treat gambling or poker like that because there's odds, there's variance. Like you can be an 80% favorite in a poker game, but you'll lose 20% of the time. And you know, you got to be able to handle that kind of shit. And when you have a big ego, when you're winning a lot, sometimes you can't handle that shit and you keep going. But you'll run into a string of bad luck where you lose, like, you know, several thousand dollars.
I know because I've run into that. I've done it. I've been there. I've been hot for like 3-4 months. I sports gamble primarily. I love the tables. They've always been nice to me. And they have. And I'll tell you, dude, I've hit multiple, and I hate to make this about me, but multiple times I've sat down at the table, bro. My first hand, I've gotten a royal flush, bro.
Yeah, you told me that.
Bro,
that's crazy.
And that shit right
How
there.
much did you make off that?
I think one of them was about $3,000, the 3-card poker.
And you were playing like $5 a hand or something?
Yeah, bro. I must have put like $10 down. And I was there with a friend and we had been fucking just gambling. This was like 3 a.m.
So that's like a 300X.
Dude, we were down so bad. And it was like it wasn't like we needed it, but we needed it. You know what I mean? So we got that. We were like, yeah, let's get up out of here, dude. Let's go back to the room.
That's what makes Uncut Gems, I think, really good. Because it's like it's kind of like
shows you the dark side.
Absolutely.
Like of the mental.
Be aware.
Yeah. We don't get the tip, we don't get nothing.
And it's like that.
It's like that, bro.
How pissed were you in that scene when you find out he hit that bet, that sports bet, and they take it out, or they took away the money from the bookie or whatever, so he wouldn't make that bet, but he hit the bet. I was so pissed. I was like, oh, you fucking
bro. Oh my god, I would have been. I don't.
The degenerate in me that hurt me.
So go on. So you played. So you would take your money from here and go to Vegas and play more poker.
I would play poker. I would play roulette
at just tables.
Yeah.
Roulette is. I'm not a fan.
Roulette. You lose your money quick.
Yeah, we tried. We did like an online roulette one time. Crackhead hours at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, like 2 a.m.
I actually remember. I remember we were in San Diego, Angel and I was playing poker heavily. And I was like, Angel, and it was like only like $100-$200.
Yeah.
And I was like, Angel, make sure I don't gamble this all. And Angel was adamant about stopping me. And it wasn't even that much money. Like I could have lost $200. It wasn't that big of a deal. But Angel was like behind. He's like, bro, you should probably stop now. You should probably stop now. Like losing $60.
You gotta have that guy. You gotta have that guy.
You gotta have that guy, dude.
It was sweet. It was nice.
And I heard. So you played in. Is it always just been primarily poker?
Yeah, poker. Yeah.
Have you tried Ultimate? I know we spoke about this briefly.
I've tried it, but you
don't like it.
I just like poker better. Yeah,
just regular.
It's
poker.
a people game.
Yeah,
it's I like. I guess it's the competition in me. I just like beating other people in poker. But I also like the fact that you have like 9 random people you could talk.
Yeah,
you can have conversations.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like in a way, just like a podcast where you can just like talk to people. It's
shoot the shit.
Yeah. Shoot the shit.
Poker is just the vessel to shoot the shit.
Shoot the shit. Yeah. Poker's crazy for me. I haven't tried to get like doing an actual like tournament and shit like that. Have you done those?
Yeah.
Oh, how is that, bro?
Vegas.
How do you get to number 1? Like, explain that to me.
So the World Series of Poker is like there's like 150 tournaments or something like that.
Wow.
That range from like $400 to like top would be $250K, $500K. They've done $1 million buy-in before at the World Series of Poker.
Oh, wow.
So anyone can show up and you can pay $400 to get into the tournament, and you get to see all the pros and stuff like that. Because all the pros come out. If you're like a fan of poker, you see all the professional people. There's even like celebrities that come out sometimes. I know Richard Seymour, I think, is a big poker player. The Patriots defense lineman. Ray Romano goes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So when you say World Series of Poker, is that kind of like the NBA? Like, is that what everybody's like striving to be?
It is the most, it's probably the most popular, what would you call it? Brand of,
so it's not a league
running tournaments.
Is it a league? Would you call it a league?
It's, what would you call it? It's just a, it's an organization that runs poker tournaments.
Okay.
Because you also have the World Poker Tour, you have Triton Poker, you have, yeah, there's different brands that run poker tournaments, and World Series of Poker just happens to be one of the most famous ones.
Okay, and another question I have: when you finally go pro, is there any guaranteed money, or is that through only like sponsorships and shit like that?
Let's say that one more time.
Like when you find because the aspiration, I'm assuming, for every amateur poker player is to eventually go pro, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So when you go pro, is it still only about the pot, or is there money that you're guaranteed at this point, since I guess you're signed to some, or is that not how
so like going pro would be just being able to make maybe $50 an hour or something like that.
Wow.
That's how they kind of see it.
Wow.
When it comes to popularity in poker, that would be just being good at poker, obviously, and then maybe you have a YouTube vlog, maybe you were seen on TV, or maybe you're just winning a lot. If you're winning a lot,
I'm sure there's available like jerseys with like logos on it.
Yeah,
I'm guessing. Okay,
and you get money for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
So there's still no guaranteed money from the organization. Like the organization isn't paying players.
No. I think there are some people that are contracted and obviously get sponsors. And
Okay. Wow, that's crazy. And how do you eventually? And if you have any questions, stop me. But how do you eventually go pro?
Just like I said, you're making enough to where you just quit your other jobs and poker is your main source of income. That's technically so. Like going pro would be going professional. You're a professional poker player. So
that's your life. That's
you're
your way
paying
of
your
living.
rent for it. You're paying food for it.
Got it.
Because that's making like a good amount of money.
Yeah, because see me, I'm thinking about it as to where like an NBA player, right? Where they're in college, they're not making any money, and then now you got some money, you know. So there still isn't. So it's really just you just quit your job and you're like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm a pro now.
Basically.
Wow.
Oh fuck.
But and then you can so any old Joe can join the World Series of Poker if they have the capital type deal.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I didn't know this. I didn't know this. So there's guys that I'm sure study their whole life type shit for this.
Exactly. Yeah. Definitely.
Have you played with like some crazy like degenerates?
Oh yeah. At the World Series of Poker and just in general at the home games at casinos, there's always gambling's involved. There's going to be degenerates for sure.
Yeah, gambling.
It gets ugly.
It gets ugly, dude.
Absolutely.
Especially when people are down and you see that gambling demon in their eyes, and you're just like, whoa, who are you right now? Bro, okay, so that was my follow-up. Dude, you've been great with like saying something and then like it's like what the fuck I want to go into. But he was telling me that I think apparently you went to like different states and tried gambling.
Yeah. So with one of my good friends, Kieran, who has a YouTube channel called Close to Broke.
Shout out to Close to Broke.
Shout out to Close to Broke.
Shout out.
He used his channel to go cross country.
Okay.
Vlogged it and stuff like that.
Nice.
And we went to Vegas, we went to Utah, we went to Colorado, Chicago, Pittsburgh, and ended up in New York, Atlantic City to play poker.
Oh, wow.
All driving.
Wow. And what like Okay, first of all, I guess we'll start with what was your favorite city?
My favorite city was Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh was my favorite city. Beautiful city.
Wow.
Beautiful
like to gamble. What I meant was to gamble.
To
type
gamble,
to gamble.
the best poker room was probably the one in Chicago. I think.
Chicago.
It was really classy looking.
Okay.
It felt like maybe the bank in the Dark Knight or some shit like that.
Wow.
It felt very like the lights were nice, the decor was nice.
And I'm assuming this is all now at like not like random games. It's like casinos.
It's a casino.
Okay.
Yeah. It was Rivers Casino. I think that's a brand up in the
I think you guys all did well at that one too, right?
I think so.
I'm telling you, I was following that shit. Like this is
that's
fucking
cool.
dope.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I would love to do that.
He would also put like they would take pictures outside the casino, and he would put like if there were minus and plus for the evening.
Wow.
Yeah. So I remember Chicago just because I was gonna go there soon, and then you guys all hit decent that night or some shit. That's dope.
We did do. I think we did do. I think I did my best at Chicago. Yeah. I made like 1,200 or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Wow. What's been the? Okay. Let's continue down there. Yeah. I always wonder about Atlantic City. Like
Atlantic City.
How's the gambling there, bro?
It's good. It's crazy.
I feel like it has a gully experience, like or aura. I should say, like
maybe because I've just been in so many casinos, like all the time. It just felt like every other casino, but it does have like it is beautiful inside. And I think what threw me back was just the accents that were being tossed around in Atlantic City because it's New York, it's New Jersey.
Melting pot for sure.
Yeah. And so just like different, I guess a different type of people gambling, but it's all the same. A casino's a casino.
It's all sketchy.
Yeah.
I was again perfect. What's the sketchiest like casino you think area wise or like city wise? Have you ever felt like somebody's watching me?
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean?
I think the hustler, Lucky Lady, that area's a little sketch, and those are like some of the most popular places to play poker.
Really?
And those areas are a little sketch because. I don't know. It's very dark and there's not much around it. You know, I'd feel safe if a shopping center or like a plaza, a Ross was like close by or something like that. Because that's what the bike has. The bike has like a shopping center.
Yeah.
But when nothing's around it, it's just the casino. It's
sketchy.
Yeah.
Is that where Dave fights the bike?
Is that the one in Commerce?
Yeah.
Commerce. Yeah. We've been there. Yeah, that one's like has very.
Their setup is interesting.
It has like bro. I didn't like it. I liked the setup to the fight. The setup to the fight was cool, but I didn't like the setup of the actual casino. I don't know
where it is.
Yeah, like I don't know. It just it didn't.
There's nothing around it.
It didn't feel welcoming. Like you know, like
it's right next to the freeway.
You know, like and like it's just kind of all just bland. Like Vegas,
just a weird city to be in.
Maybe because it's all tables though.
Yeah, that's exactly
that you don't have the eye catch of like a slot here, slot there.
It's all baccarat and like fucking poker, no?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I love Vegas to get like I hate that out here. Well, maybe at those casinos. I haven't been there in a while, but it's very seldom you find like $5 hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like
everything is minimum 25.
Yeah, like I remember
50.
once. Yeah, bro. I remember one time I gambled at. Is it the New Orleans casino in Vegas?
In Vegas, Orleans.
I love that casino, bro.
Yeah,
That is
casino.
It's old school, real chill, couple tables.
I prefer the like downtown Vegas.
Yeah.
Golden Nugget.
Yeah, Golden Nugget.
That's where I hit. Is that where I hit one? No. Might have been that one. That's where I hit one Roman Royal.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah, it was
I
right
believe
there.
so.
That one, yeah, dude. We've go ahead.
You said you did Pittsburgh. You didn't do Philly, right?
Talk amongst each other. I'm gonna take a quick restroom break.
Go ahead. Philadelphia, we did not get to go to.
Okay.
Because my buddy was on a tight ship. He wanted to get straight to New York kind of thing.
When I went to New York in June, I decided to go to Philly for like a day and a half. And then I stayed at a casino and it was like fairly new. It was like literally right across the street from the Philly Stadium.
Okay.
And
that's dope.
Yeah. And I really only do blackjack. That's like as far as I can go. And even then I'm asking the dealer for help.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there, bro, and they were like brutal to each other. Like I remember some lady, and it's all etiquette, right? Like, and it was like we were all sitting there, and some lady took 2 hands, and then like one of the guys was like, "Oh, are you fucking serious? Like you're taking my cards now, bro?" Like,
they were nasty to each other.
They were nasty to each other, and I was just sitting there like, I'm not fucking around. I'm asking like, "Hey, what do you guys think? Should I do this?"
Yeah.
Like, because bro, they were getting pissed at like double downs, like
geez.
everything. I was like, bro, this is fucking awkward. Like,
I mean, that's why they say the Eagle fans are like the worst, right?
Oh, dude,
Philadelphia's just.
I'm on my like 3rd episode of saying how much I hate Eagle. It's just like how obnoxious Eagle fans are. But no, yeah, that's it. Philly. I think Philadelphia in general is they're very. I don't even want to say anything like not necessarily bad, but like
maybe they're just cold.
I guess maybe in a good way though. Like they're about their shit. I was gonna say like
cold
like,
but confrontational.
Yeah, in a good way, not you know.
They don't have the like. They don't have a flashiness to it, I guess, like Boston or New York does.
Yeah,
you know, maybe that's why it's a little depressing in a way. Because New York is one of the biggest cities of all time, and then Boston. It's got just like that strong Irish culture. And I guess Philadelphia is a mixture of just all of that.
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
We're talking about how Philly is.
I was talking about my casino experience, and he was just like, that's why they say like Philadelphia fans are like, and I was like, I'm on my 3rd episode of saying how obnoxious Philadelphia Eagles are.
Are we going for the Chiefs then? What are we?
I'm doing Chiefs.
Hey, dude, asking who you're going for the Super Bowl is like asking what like who you were voting for a couple of months ago.
Who you got?
I got the Chiefs.
Yeah,
I like
all
the
right.
Chiefs.
Hey. Yeah. You know what? I've been saying I want neither team to win, but I kind of want to see greatness. I kind of want to be like I lived through like something cool.
I'm on the same vibe.
Same.
And like you know what? Like you know how sometimes like like Tom Brady when he got the hate he was getting, you like hated seeing him win, and I understand if you don't like to see Patty win.
Mm-hmm.
But what better team like it happening for? Like I feel like they don't. I don't want to say they don't do nothing wrong. Like I get it, but like
they kind of don't though. Like they don't cheat.
Like, I don't think
they didn't do like what the Warriors did with getting Kevin Durant.
Have you guys seen how cheeky these reporters are getting? Like during Super Bowl media week?
I did see a clip,
bro.
Oh yeah, I saw the Travis Kelce one.
Yeah.
Bro, like that one. Then like they ask Pat Mahomes like who his favorite ref is.
Oh
he's like I love all refs. They're great. But I don't know.
Up.
Like I think they have a great coach in Andy Reid.
Yeah,
you get me. Travis Kelce's a fucking legend.
Absolutely.
And Pat Mahomes is changing the way you see a quarterback play. So it's like, bro, like
Patrick Mahomes is a legend.
I think my team, the Washington Commanders,
get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
BJ
is a good example. Hold on. Is a good example. Let me get it out for a second. You can roast me. Is a good example of why you change the owner, you change the coach, you get a good quarterback, and you be successuel.
And you get BJ back as a fan. BJ in high school was a big Redskins fan. By the way, we've known each other since freshman year, right? And dude stopped after RG3.
No, not true. Not true.
Huh? No, who wouldn't?
That was a year that they were just called Washington.
BJ left after RG3 got hurt. And now he's back. Are you still a Celtics fan, BJ?
I'm not a Celtics fan. Basketball, I feel like you can go all around. Because basketball, they abort their players like crazy.
That is true. That is true. Where if you're not heavy into sports, it's easy to have multiple teams in basketball. Because it's like, Melo was here this year, but then he's on the fucking Lakers.
I'm technically a Laker fan now.
Okay.
Welcome back. Or welcome, I guess.
Why?
He's a Boston fan. Wait, hold on. You were a Celtics fan. Wait a minute.
It's true. I'm just a basketball fan, to be honest. I'm just a basketball fan. Respect. Why I became a Laker fan is because I actually talked about this today with my buddy. I made a bet that when LeBron came here, in his first 3 years, he will win a championship. And he did.
And I
bet $500 on that.
And he did.
And those 500.
Hold on. Let me back you up real quick, though.
Bet $1,000.
Oh, here he goes.
Let me back you up real quick, though. Just maybe 2 days ago. Let me get it out. Let me get it out.
Yeah.
Just 2 days ago, I tell him, I'm like, hey, man, so like, if we get popular and shit, it's like first pitch at a game start coming up, just talking shit, you know what I mean? And then I was like, I don't know. I was very adamant about no.
Go for it. Yeah, no, this is
and
about me.
I told him, I was like, I couldn't put on a Padre jersey and go out and throw the first pitch, dude.
Fair.
You know what I mean? Like, it'd be.
Do you think San Diego would ask you guys? I feel like LA would ask you guys.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, if we're popular enough to where an MLB team asks us, I feel like the Dodgers will do it. You know what I mean?
But, so what if we're in an area, like, and
would you wait? So is he saying he would?
He said he would.
I did say I would.
And then he also said he would
sit. Was cool.
He would sit courtside at any NBA game and wear their jersey.
Why not? No. But I also said hold on. I also said I wouldn't touch Boston's jerseys and I wouldn't touch the Giants jerseys.
You said that
Giants, San Francisco.
But then to my rebuttal, you might not know baseball very well, but to my rebuttal, it was Padres is our main rivals right now.
I will always
that
say
is
they're little,
interesting.
bro.
Right now it's Padres.
Right now it's the Padres, bro.
You know what?
Padres. That series was crazy.
Traditionally,
it's the Giants.
The Giants,
for sure.
Right now, we've had tough games, tough series against like the Braves and the Padres, but I don't see them as rivals.
Yeah.
I see when I see them as rivals is when I see you know what? I will correct myself because the Padres did do that game too.
But
he's gonna get there.
Because what I was gonna say was when fights break out or something with the fans, and I was like, shit, the Padres did do some shit with the fans this past season.
Yeah.
Especially in the playoffs.
I got nothing, no more joy than to see them fucking going home after game 3. So again, I don't really see
that
the Padres.
Been brutal if the Dodgers lost to the Padres.
Oh
that would have been awful.
Oh my god.
That's like Lakers losing to the Clippers in the playoffs.
Yeah. Even more detrimental because they had beat us the year before in the playoffs, you know? So it was bad.
Yeah. Oh no, Wally. Go ahead.
Yeah, use the restroom.
That's all I was gonna tell you. Just be careful.
All good.
But yeah, dude, the Dodgers, we've talking about them every episode too. But
hey, you
said,
Dodger fans, Dodger fans.
Speaking of the Dodgers,
you don't get on him.
Nah, fuck that. I'm getting on him.
I just groupie wearing every jersey. I was like, hell no.
New Orleans Saints fans. I didn't know this guy was from New Orleans.
Baby, who that? I was a big Reggie Bush fan.
Yeah,
that's fair.
What was I gonna say? Oh, speaking of the Dodgers, do you see Shohei's interpreter?
No.
Got sentenced to 57 months and has to pay Shohei 17 mil.
I thought you were gonna say 57 years. I was like,
no.
Damn.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I didn't divide. I don't know how many years that was, but I just knew it was 57 months.
57 months is about 5 years.
It's about 5 years. Yeah, about
almost
60. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
The phone calls were crazy where he was calling as Shohei.
Yeah.
Is that what he was doing?
That's how he was stealing the money.
So I don't know. There's conspiracy in that shit, right?
Yeah.
Did Shohei know?
That's what the conspiracy is. That's what the conspiracy is.
My personal take, the way I look at it, if you have a degenerate friend, because they were friends, you could tell.
Mm-hmm.
I think he knew about it to a certain degree.
Sure.
Maybe shot him some money, bro, here's a mill, cover your expenses or whatever.
Sure.
I think there was shit that he you get me, maybe Shohei wasn't paying attention. He knew. He'd be like, I'm gonna take a extra
it's
little
not
mill.
The worst offense either on Shohei's part. It's not like he's cheating in baseball or something.
Yeah,
like that, right?
But the thing is that he would bet on games where Shohei would be doing bad.
Yeah,
but it would be yo,
sketch.
A bad team's in town. Shohei the matchup's perfect, and then that game his over would be at 8 strikeouts, and this dude would be betting his under, and sure as shit, Shohei would get rocked that game. And so it was that type of stuff looked weird.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say it's very hard to do good, right? So if you're telling a dude, hey man, bet the over on me tonight, it's tough, right? Because he's still got to put those balls through the basket. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But if you're betting under, that's sketchy because you're just throwing the game, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Did we not see what Adam Sandler was in jail for in The Longest Yard? I mean,
that's a great movie to learn that.
He wasn't in jail for that, but he got shit.
But no, he threw a game.
Yeah.
Oh well, no, he wasn't in jail for that, but that's why everybody hated him.
Yeah,
because everybody lost money because of him.
Lost money because the under what?
So a lot of players lately. Have you been guys seeing that? Where it's Terry Rozier.
Yeah.
It's the last year was homie's what's his name? Michael Porter Jr.'s brother.
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
There was a MLB umpire.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this is bad.
The gambling and the sports is getting bad. I know I've sent out a couple messages to a couple players hey, well, I'm glad you didn't get a fucking rebound tonight. You know what I mean?
What's up, Patty? We winning the Super Bowl or what's going on?
Right? I've sent a couple mad messages, but did you ever feel at some point your gambling was just not healthy?
Yeah, but never to the extent where it's it was an addiction. Kind of, but never to get help or anything like that. Because I always had money. I always had my parents had money.
Yeah.
I myself I never had to reveal to my parents I lost a ton of money or anything.
Yeah.
But I always had I don't know, just 3 to 5K that I wouldn't touch or something like
that. Nice. Emergency shit. Yeah, once you tap into that, that's where it gets sketchy. What's the if you don't mind, what's the most you've lost in a night?
Most I've lost isn't too much. The most I lost in a night is like maybe 3,000.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay. That's not bad.
Nothing
that's
crazy.
Not bad. Yeah.
Like I saw it, but I don't know. My parents raised me well. Like it was never in a very toxic extent. Like there were a couple days where I was like, where I would go bad and then I would be depressed for like 4 or 5 days afterwards. But that's just like, I feel like that's with anything.
Yeah,
you know? Like that's just
like losing the company softball game. Yeah, sad about it for a couple days. But you'll be all right.
Did your girl like ever try to like stop you from gambling?
Never.
No. Okay.
No.
All right.
That's cool.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Find you a girl that supports.
I was about to say we love a supportive queen.
Absolutely. I love. Yeah. Natalie is very. Shout out Natalie.
Shout out to Natalie. Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm glad that you don't hear very many. I'm glad that your story is. Are you still like in the pursuit of going professional? Is that would be that like what would be an ideal situation for you in poker? Because I know you must just love the game, right?
Just make money in it, which I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it would be nice to play the biggest games. I'd love to play big games.
Yeah.
Hustler Casino Live is one of the biggest productions when it comes to live poker and broadcasting live poker, and it would be so sick to play like a game where I got like maybe 30K in front of me, 50K, even $1 million. Like, that would be sick. That would be awesome. That would be cool.
That's kind of I guess how you go pro then, right? You got to play all these amateur games, stack your money little by little. I mean, have some money to eat, stacks, like you said, here and there, bam, bam, bam. Absolutely. And then get the 30, 40, 50 to play these big ass games. But then, fuck, dude, imagine your first sitting, you lose.
Yeah. That's what I hate about it, bro. Poker is a very lonely, lonely endeavor.
How?
If you're going to go pro in it. I feel
in a scale of the entirety being 100%, what would you say is the percentage that you use body language and just reading people?
As like a strategy?
As just like how much is that used in the game?
For me, because everyone is different. For me, I'd say like at least 50%.
50%.
Yeah. And the other 50% is just reading cards, stuff like that.
Do people really have tells?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
Is it cool for you once you discover you're like, oh, that's his fucking tell?
It's not as frequent though.
Damn, this shit gets.
Yeah, I love this game.
I've never played.
Yeah. It's not as frequent though when they have tells and like you got it.
Yeah.
But like there are situations where you're like, oh, this fool's bluffing.
Yeah.
Because not everyone is always going to be bluffing,
Yeah.
So when they're bluffing, it's going to be maybe every like 30, 45 minutes. So it's like, it takes time. But
to build, you got to be playing with this person. So the longer you play, the better. But for him as well, because I'm sure he's studying you too.
Absolutely.
Do you know what your tell is? You don't have to tell me, but do you know if you have one?
When I'm nervous, I fidget.
Okay.
And probably don't have as much eye contact.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think that's normal.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Because you're probably not a good liar.
Yeah. So, no, I'm not a good liar. I'm not a very good liar.
So I get it because I'm not a good liar. So when I feel like I'm about to tell a lie, I kind of look away as well. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Bro. Poker goes into depth, dude.
So are you playing against? You're playing against other people?
Other people. Yeah. So you're all putting the money.
8 other people.
Yeah.
It's usually like a 9-person table.
And it's whoever has better hands.
Yeah. Who wins?
Each hand. But it's the same way, right? You're all playing off of the 5 cards that are available to you. Yeah, okay.
And you're supposed to match with those
like
cards?
I said, exactly. You're supposed to build something around those cards on there. So whether it be a full house, the best poker hand, 3 of a kind, whatever, but it gets crazy. But I've only played, like I said, Ultimate, which is against the dealer, so it's not. I didn't know if it was the same game.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming
not the same game, but it's still poker. It is poker.
Okay. Is it Texas that you play or what?
Yeah, Texas Hold'em usually.
Hold'em.
But there's some variations I get into, like Pot Limit Omaha, which is a really popular game.
Have you done Baccarat?
Baccarat, I have not. I've played it, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Me neither.
I played it in Philadelphia.
It's confusing.
I can understand how you make money off of it, though.
Yeah.
You really, if you really have to know how to play.
Yeah.
I just kind of told the dealer, I'm like, I got like 150. I'm down to spend with you. Like, how do I play?
Yeah.
And then,
but you didn't have a good time?
I think I broke even on one hand and then lost the rest of it the next. And I was just like, all right. Order a cheesesteak.
That's the go-to when you lose in gambling. You're like, I need a fill.
I need something.
I would always eat fast food after
losing
a lot of money.
About myself.
Even after winning, I'll just like go crazy.
It's
a weird thing.
Did you ever feel like sketched out now leaving like those house games?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I bet.
No, bro. Like you're you're walking out with fun.
Do we have it? I don't know how long the story will take.
No, go for it.
Dude.
Why
the floor is yours.
Stopped was because one of the games that I was at, and I would go often to this game. Like this was like the game that I was going to for 2 years, maybe. And it got raided by the police. So the games that I would go to had like girls and stuff like that. Sick. And they would serve drinks and whatnot. And
how do you find out about these games if that's not too
it's
personal?
Just like you
is it like Molly's
someone.
Game? Like they just get a text like,
it's
yo,
networking. Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of started it by meeting this really corny white dude who ran his own game and didn't have any girls. He would just have like the same like 6 or 7 people show up, and he would run the game. You know, he would take a little bit out of the pot every so, and then we were all chilling. And then a dude came to that game who ran his own game, and then he invited me to his game, and that game was like, whoa, that was my introduction to it. I'm like, this game is wild. Everyone's drinking. There's girls, half naked women, basically, you know, serving drinks and stuff like that.
Natalie, this is where you stop listening.
She knows. She knows. She knows. But yes.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah. And you know, 2 years into that, and so how I would make money is I would not put any of my money.
Yeah.
They would back me. And so they would give me like $300, and I would take 50% of my winnings and not take any of the losses. Kind of thing.
So people were kind of like sponsoring you in a way. Was it the house doing this, or just like a person?
The house doing this.
Oh,
the people who were running the games. So they needed people at the table in order to have the whales come in. People who were spending a bunch of money and throwing money around, because they're the ones who are giving money to the waitresses. They're the ones who are tipping. And they're the ones who are bringing more players, and they're raking
more whales because you're in a different tax bracket at that point. Yeah. Oh wow. So you were saying though you just felt sketchy because the cops raided it. And
so it was probably in like 2019, maybe 2019. That's when I saw it get raided by the cops. It was crazy. There were a lot of my friends who just ran out the door when they saw the cops.
You were in there?
I was in the game. Yeah. It was like 9 a.m. in the morning.
Do they even? What the fuck?
What?
Wait, were you guys just starting, or is this overnight?
It had been overnight going into the next day. That shit happened a lot. That was
that was at the peak.
It was fun.
It was fun.
So 9 a.m. they come in. I'm actually not even playing. I'm downstairs. I'm just chilling. Cops come in, and fucking vests, you know, bulletproof vests, like almost like sergeants, I guess, type thing.
Yeah.
Some of my homies left. They go upstairs. I don't even know what's going on. One dude stays with us. He's IDing me, and I give him my ID. I'm like, oh wow, like okay, I probably should stop this, basically.
Yeah.
But you know, afterwards, dude, there was some cocaine on the table.
Wow.
There were no girls, I don't think.
Wow.
Cops came
Sausage fest.
Cops came in. They ID'd everyone. And then they just left. They were just like, you guys can't be doing this anymore. And then they were like, all right. And they tried to figure out who was running the game. And they told them, you can't be doing this anymore. There can't be games anymore. And so why they came in initially was because they thought we had slots. And that is very illegal, apparently.
That's very bad.
That's very illegal. And I think they were getting calls and stuff like that. So they assumed, and apparently there's like a slot problem in the San Fernando Valley.
Oh, wow.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's why they came in, and they barged in. They didn't have a warrant.
Yeah.
So I guess with the cocaine there and stuff like that, I think they figured it was just minor.
Yeah.
To be honest,
it
wasn't that. It didn't look that big, because most amount of money on the table was like someone had like maybe 3,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just nothing crazy. And then there weren't any girls, and then it was like, I don't know, like less than an ounce of cocaine.
So it could have been like a couple buddies.
Exactly. It looked like that's what we said we were doing. We were just hanging out, like
poker.
It was like a fun foundation, or I don't know what he said, but
yeah. Damn, that's crazy, bro. So that kind of turned you off to doing those types of games. You were just like, I'm cool.
It was that, and then also I heard someone had gotten raided in a different way where people stood them up. And took like all the money and stuff like that. And
wow,
that happened like maybe 3 or 4 months before that the police raid happened that I experienced. And then I heard about that shit, and Yeah, that was sketchy too.
You're like, oh fuck it.
That's like a double-edged sword. Because granted, you're not putting yourself in a safe environment at that point. But if you go to the casino in regular, like there's people in the parking lot that are just down. You know what I mean? So that's what makes the casino thing like super sketchy.
Have you experienced like anyone like really sketchy when you go outside after the casino? I've never really experienced that. No one following me or anything like that.
No. I've never. Yeah, no.
They're not about to take nothing from me. I lose everything.
I lose everything every time I come.
Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, buddy. Yeah,
you know what's funny that you mentioned that? I don't, because I feel like anytime it's like Vegas, right?
Yeah.
So you're going out to like the parking attendants and shit. So
it's kind of all safe.
I don't notice
security everywhere
like that. Like Yamavon stuff. It's a little weirder because you have to go look for your car and shit. Yeah. But
I went to Yamava and it felt like being in the casino floor. It felt like people were just looking for a fight or something.
Yeah, like that. bro. It's like I don't know. It's Yamava. I like Yamava, but I think it was a San Manuel before, right? Yeah. They've upgraded it. It looks good, but it's definitely a sketchy ass place, man. But
I went to see a show and it was great. It was great.
Yeah.
But just like some of the people, maybe it was because it was a big night or some Thursday night.
Yeah, man. But dude, we're gonna have to cut this thing here. Dude, you're more than welcome to come back anytime,
Thanks for having
bro.
me
It was
on.
a dope conversation.
I enjoyed it. We gotta hit a casino up together,
dude. Please, like whenever you're down, bro. We'll hit the fucking Yamava. Hell yeah.
I'm done.
All right, guys. Insert. Hell yeah. Insert. Peace track.